Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss Spider-Man 3. This is directed by Sam Raimi. This is the third and final film of the Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man films until the Marvel Cinematic Universe explodes the multiverse. Um, this was a weird movie just because, like, you go from the first one, which is great, and the second one was incredible, and then this one was just strange. Like, you had three different villains going on at the same time. You had Sandman getting his origin, you had Venom getting his origin, and you had uh, uh, New Goblin as Harry. But like he then becomes protagonist at the end versus antagonist, helping Peter versus fighting Peter. So like there was just a lot going on. There was back and forth between Mary Jane and Peter. There was Peter and Gwen Stacy having a fling very briefly. Um, it was very dark at points, which the point of black suited Spider-Man is that it's dark, but like some things were just strange. It felt off. It felt very disjointed compared to the other films. There are very iconic moments, emo Spidey as an emo Peter Parker, and then him doing this dance. We see that being made fun of in Into the Spider-Verse, hysterical. Um, when Harry lost his memory, like when he had some amnesia after he hit his head after facing Peter, that was a nice little plot twist, if you will. One of the most awkward scenes is James and Kirsten cooking like breakfast, and like he tries to flip an omelet and it just explodes everywhere. It was just so straight. Like, what's the point of that? Like, it's a cute scene, I get it, but it doesn't make sense. I love the crane scene. Like, I love like Spidey saving Gwen. I thought Bryce Dallas Howard is a goddess amongst us mere mortals. Now she's directing episodes of The Mandalorian. So yeah, not Toby, Topher Grace playing Eddie Brock was pretty fun. Elizabeth Banks was back as Betty, and J. Jonah Jameson was J.K. Simmons all over again. But I really like that. It's funny because Emma Stone plays Gwen Stacy in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man films, and then Bryce Dallas Howard played Gwen Stacy in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films. So they both were in 2011's The Help, and this is a fun Bryce Dallas Howard story. So Emma got the call when they were filming The Help that she was going to be the next Gwen Stacy, and she, talked to Bryce and, wanted some advice from her playing the character, and then Bryce was just giving her some inside info on the character and like just some advice to give in general. And I thought this was a really cool thing. Like, she wanted to do the character justice and make sure that there was no bad blood between them, because like she was replacing her as Gwen Stacy, but she wasn't, because it's a different universe. But still, I thought that was pretty cool, like having them being enemies in The Help and then being friends in real life. So that's my fun little story. Another weird thing that I realize now is this was a May of 07, and then May 08 is when we had Iron Man. So a year apart. It's just so weird to me knowing that the Marvel Cinematic Universe started with Iron Man and it's still going. Like, the finale of WandaVision is tomorrow. I'm currently recording this on May 4th, so Friday, May 5th, March 4th. Friday, March 5th is when the season finale of WandaVision is going to happen. And like, it's been so long. 18, 19, 20, 21. So what is that? 23 years? No, not 23 years. Why can't I do math right now? 10, 11, 12, 13. It's been 13 years of this cinematic universe. And like, it started a year after Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire. It's just so weird thinking about it, but we'll see how Toby, Andrew, and Tom all mesh together as their respective Spider-Man peoples. So that's it. Spider-Man 3 is an okay film. It's not great. It's not terrible. There are some heartfelt moments. I did appreciate that. But also, Danny Elfman didn't do the score. Whoever did the score, like took samples of Danny Elfman's stuff and like mixed it in with his own, and it was weird. You need Danny Elfman's score to have it properly executed. I think that's how it goes. Okay, we're good. Mucho mahalo.